man, got that tractor beam out of commission, or this is going to be a real short trip. Okay, hit it!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to this really unflattering angle of myself.
DC Stare, I love it.
We fumble around and try to unbox or untube or unveil all of the art prints.
Untube.
Yeah. So we're gonna look at the latest tubes I have, and then we're going to discuss the latest poster auction.
Yep.
Just in time, because it's on the 24th, I want to say. It actually goes live, but we'll look at that website. And we may have time to discuss the most recent, like the latest released art prints, because there was about 3 Star Wars ones off the top of my head that released last week.
Yeah.
But I think first up is going to be Bottleneck. So these were the so there's 6 in here. And I think of those, maybe 3 were highly anticipated. The other ones were just held up because of the 3 that were highly anticipated. So it was my Matt Ferguson prints that were in like development hell, where cost everything, paper, inking, like the whole process went up. So those were like the last to be done. So I think I got this tube on the 3rd. Is that right? March 3rd. And I've been waiting anticipation. So the ones that I'm really looking forward to seeing are obviously the Rogue One prints for greatness. But I do have one of Matt's top 10 in this tube.
Cool.
I have the WandaVision.
Oh, cool.
Not the foil. It's just the regular.
I like that. That one's pretty.
So we'll yes, I'm down on the is this what they refer to? Like, I thought they always talked about Australia, not like on someone's kitchen floor.
Wow.
It's not as appealing as I thought it was going to be. But yeah.
Yeah, we're trying something a little bit different here, guys. It's not really an unboxing; it's an untubing, and that's really hard to do. Because you really have to see some sort of flat surface, and we don't want CC to mess up her prints either. So it's kind of a hard.
Or myself, I don't do yoga, and it shows.
Yeah, but CC, it's also like it's hard for you to hold up your print without them getting messed up. Like you could actually like mess up your print, so we don't want you to do that. So we've got to make sure we help you as much as possible. I mean, I guess you could have done it on a table, but this is probably a better idea.
I've got lovely paperweights.
Oh, nice, cool.
Thematically chosen. So
very cool.
Into it.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, guys. And for anyone interested sticking around after the untubings, we will be like Cece said, we will be chatting some Star Wars prop store auction stuff too, which could be fun. So, Jason, you still there?
Yeah, man. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool. Yeah. I just muted you because you were moving around, so I didn't want anyone to.
This one's in pretty well. Bear with me.
Yeah, no worries. I'm gonna mute you until you get that out, Cece. Is that all right?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay. Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm doing okay.
Yeah, you feeling all right? A little under the weather?
Yeah. It's been a tough day, but I'm doing okay.
Okay, that's good. I'm freaking tired as hell.
Glad to be on.
What was I gonna say to you? Oh, someone asked if we were going to Celebration because everyone's getting Celebration tickets today, which is really cool. And I know I'm going to I've got Friday and Saturday tickets. Jason, I think you got a 4-day.
4-day pass, yes.
4-day pass.
Not sure if I'll be there all 4 days. It all depends on like if we have other things going on. But yeah, 4-day pass. I'll at least be out there for the week.
Yeah, for sure. And Cece, you got a what? A Friday or Saturday? You got Saturday pass?
Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So these, I'll have to look when we actually unravel them. I don't know if there's tissue between the actual prints.
There should be. Is it bottleneck? It should be.
Yeah. Oh, watch, this is the wrong tube. It's definitely, oh yeah, it's definitely the right tube.
It's got to be.
Also, this is a little stressful. See how that's...
Yeah, it's all banged up at the bottom there.
Yeah.
How did that happen?
I don't know.
Friendly neighborhood postman.
Is this the mystery one, Cece, or the normal?
No,
bottleneck?
this is the bottleneck.
Yeah,
I know it's in this one.
This is the bottleneck one, guys. So I'm actually super interested to see what's in the mystery one as well. Like, that's pretty cool.
Which one is this one?
I kind of feel like with those mystery ones, the Matt Ferguson ones, you can't really go wrong.
Yeah, because even if you don't like it, you can always turn it or trade it to another for another print.
Exactly. All his stuff is pretty awesome.
If you hear paper tearing, that's the brown paper, obviously, not the print. Also, word for the wise, because I think you can see me. See when they put tape like this?
Yeah.
This is pretty like well taken care of. Typically they'll make tabs. They'll use like they'll put it back on itself to create a tab that you pull.
Oh yeah, right.
Sometimes it's still very sticky. So there's been times where like you pull it and then as you're unraveling the print, the tape comes back towards the print.
I got you.
It's enough to give you a heart attack. So just be mindful of that. Sometimes I just rip off the tape as soon as I see it.
Yeah. Mario, what's up, man? Cece does not have to unbox this on the floor. She has chosen to do this. I think that's the safer thing for her. I think at this point, we're just trying to make sure she doesn't f up her prints. So.
Oh my God, this is the wrong one.
What is this one? Is this the mystery one?
I was like, I don't recognize this fucking print, and it's not. It's a bottleneck tube, but that's a tauntaun.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, it's a tauntaun one. That's cool. I didn't know you got this one, Cece.
So I forgot I had this next to my.
She forgot she bought this.
Well,
guys.
shit. It's dope though.
Yeah, how does it look? Is it cool?
It's cool. It's got a little bit of a mark at the top, but I think once framed, you won't see it.
It's interesting. It's like half of it was covered with tissue paper, right? I mean,
yeah, I think it just because. So they packaged all three of them together because I got the set.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it's this one, and then looks like the Bantha's underneath it, and then presumably the Rancor's under that.
I got you. Okay.
Do you want to see those, or should I just?
Is it going to be hard to see those?
I don't think so.
I don't want you to F anything up.
Cece, I'm gonna send you a care package. It's gonna be a print unpacking kit. It's gonna include a pair of white gloves,
That's right.
a small circular hand razor to cut the tape, and then the 4 weights for the corners.
I know you guys are like so concerned, and I'm like, I've definitely taken prints out of tubes under far worse circumstances.
No, I'm messing with it. I know you get this.
The colors on this one are amazing.
Yeah,
I know most things don't transfer well via image or video, but it does look fantastic.
So I think everyone could maybe hear me okay. So these ones were the ones by Alex Hovey, Hovey.
Okay.
In case you're curious. And
I like the tones on that one.
oh, what the heck? I've never seen that before.
What is it?
Do you see that? Do you see
Nope.
color on the back?
Yeah.
It's like these transferred. Do you see?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
They don't have any tissue paper in between them?
No.
What?
Yeah, the ink was probably still a little wet.
Wow. I don't know if you can see this one very well.
Did it mess up the print below at all, or?
No, if it was pressed clean, you shouldn't be able to notice it.
Okay.
No.
That's good.
Because it's just screen. It's just a screen. It's the ink screen, so it'll just.
Yeah, the
press
Bantha
and
one.
transfer.
The Bantha one's really cool. I like
The
that.
Tuscan looks amazing. I know you guys can't see it very well.
No,
But
we can see it pretty decent.
Riding the Bantha.
Yeah, it looks a lot nicer than. Yeah, this is a nice set.
I was doing a mock-up of gallery walls for my new place, and I think this one's gonna go next to that Mark Englert, the one with Luke hanging from the Bestman one.
Yeah.
My Grail one. I think this one will look really nice with it. And then here is I don't know if you can see this one very well.
It's a pretty set though. I almost got this one.
Oh, it's very green, this Rancor.
Yeah, more green than brown, huh?
Yeah, I thought it was more brown. Wow.
It's still got that Jedi vibe though, for
Yeah,
sure.
it's cool. I like that.
Yeah. Well, and I think I said this in group therapy that Return of the Jedi is really underrepresented in my collection. So I'm happy to have this. Though the Tauntaun's straight up my favorite of the three. Okay. Let me mute myself and grab these out of the way, and I'll try to find the right one. Stand by.
Okay. Those are cool. I like those. I almost picked those up. I think I almost picked up, I think I almost bought just one of them. I think I thought about getting the Bantha one, maybe. I like that one the most out of that set.
Yeah, I like the Tauntaun. I got just the white background.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tauntaun's cool too. I mean, the whole set's cool. I have like, the three, you know, the
yeah, like the triptychs.
Yeah, I just have too many.
Well, at 24 by 36, if they started making these prints in 18 by 24,
yeah,
I think it would be a lot. I'm not sure why they do the 24 by 36 format. I mean, I don't know if it's to give like the movie poster feel, right? Going larger, but it's much harder. It's much harder to display if you're a collector like CC or someone who gets multiple releases. It's much more difficult to take up 2 feet by 3 feet
it's
and
true.
then have that as a diptych or a triptych. That's now you get 6 feet by 9 feet of wall space taken up, and that's only one set of prints. Times that by 3 sets, for example. Now you're looking at 24 square feet of wall space. It's you do 16 by 20 or 18 by 24. It just makes more sense.
Yeah, that's true.
The set I just opened, I really wish that had been 18 by 24. Where they're 24 by 36.
Yeah, I mean, are you even
18 by 24 would have been perfect.
Are you even going to be able to put those up, CC, or are you going to
all three of them together? Probably not in my new spot.
Yeah.
Let me unmute myself. I'm going to open this one and see if it's the right one.
That's why you have those portfolio things. It's always nice. That's the one thing I gotta get. I gotta get a portfolio. I'm worried if I get a portfolio type of thing, though. I'm worried that I'm gonna start buying all kinds of prints. Because I mean, once you get into that kind of thing, you can kind of get everything, whatever, and just kind of put it away, right? Just to store it in the thing and look at it every now and then. I don't know if I want to do that or not. Jason, you have a flat file, right?
Yeah, I do. I have a flat file, but I also use multiple ways of storing prints. So I do have the books, like the Itoya or I forget the other brand that they sell on. Was it Bottleneck or Mondo?
Yeah.
I use those. I use the single sleeves.
Okay.
Where you slide one print in, and then I also have the it's like opens like a book. It's flat. It's like an acidic, clamshell. It just clamshells the print in between. Then picture a book, and then it has 3 ties on the left, right, and top. Those I prefer specifically when you're trying to flatten a print fresh out of a tube, or if you're transferring something to the framers. Those work fantastic, and those are like museum quality. They're amazing. A lot of people tend to. I don't know why, but a lot of people don't tend to go in that direction because just one alone, you can probably only put maybe 1 or 2 prints at best, and they're anywhere from like $30 to $80. I get it, but if you have 2 or 3, and the base, the more common sizes, it's just a great way to transfer prints back and forth to your framer.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I'm trying to find that set that she just opened on Bottleneck so I can show. Okay, here it is. Yeah, because I kind of want to show everyone what she actually opened, picture wise. Okay, I've got it right here. Just so that to give you guys an idea Um, let's see. There we go. This is that set she was talking about. That she just opened. So that,
Yeah.
I mean, that Rancor is already pretty green. I mean, it kind of makes sense that it was that green, I guess, right? This one's my favorite, I think, out of that set. That's I like that, dude.
What I think about that is, I think they did this on all three prints. I like the full bleed towards the bottom.
Yeah.
And then as you go up, you have the, the 3/4 border. I like that a lot.
So you could stare at this Krennic one while I try to find the right tube.
Okay. This is the Krennic one. Woo! Look at that. That's pretty. Man, that shipped quick, didn't it?
That looks sweet, huh?
That's so
it's a beautiful
sweet.
Thrawn book you get there, CC.
Yeah, it is. Nice Thrawn books. Gosh, that's the one I gotta ask CC if when those go up for the APs, or if they already. I might have missed it already. I can't remember.
Matt, that's the Thrawn book that you turned me on to. Remember?
Yeah, the one on the right.
On the bottom.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. There's another one coming out. The third one is coming out in April.
Yeah, let me see if I can find. Hold on. Yeah, let's put this up right. That is an absolutely beautiful print right there.
Yeah, it looks good. Looks really good.
I love that. Yeah, I didn't miss this one. I didn't know if I wanted to get this one. So I kind of waited and waited and waited, and I don't think I should have waited. I think I should have gone for it.
Well, for
that one, that's this one right here.
Kind of wish I got the Lando one, but they're pretty much retail on eBay right now.
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad.
Yeah, they're not going for much over.
That's so pretty. I love it. Aaron Tendel says, totally, I made a rule that if I can't put it on the wall, I can't order it. That's a good rule. That's smart. I just can't, I have such a hard time keeping myself from that. I know, Jason, I think you kind of have the same situation, right? It's just sometimes too hard to say no to some of these pieces.
Yeah, but I go into it with the intention, being a collector, there's a lot of artwork that I know will never make the wall, or not even like due to wall space. Like it could just be the subject matter, it could be the context, it could be, the way the artwork was made. Like I know for a fact it'll never make the wall, but I still want the piece in my collection. So I approach it a little bit differently, but it is hard. You do have to be disciplined, especially when you're dealing with releases like this that come out really fast, sort of fast and furious. I didn't mean that as like a pun, but they come out weekly, bi-weekly. There's so many different artists. It is you really got to be mindful of what you're getting. It's one of those things where you're like, well, if I skip this, I know something else is going to come along, right?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things like, well, this is such a beautiful piece. I really want this. And the next piece comes along and it's just as nicer and nicer. The collector mindset. Yeah.
Janten asks, how does one join the Facebook group? I made one cent, but every time I request it, doesn't get accepted. I mean, just make sure you answer the questions and don't be like an idiot about it either. Like you got to answer them like well, and then, it's not that hard, guys. It's really not. If you're a decent person, we want you in the group. If you're a piece of shit, then get out. Is basically the case.
What's going on? I'm sorry.
Someone wants to get in the Facebook group, but didn't know how. And so I was just telling them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's really not that hard. It's a fantastic group of people. I love the group. A lot of great people in it.
Okay. So I have no idea where my big BNG order went.
Oh, good.
So, which is concerning.
Like the mystery one?
No, that's right here.
Oh, okay.
So I'll do that one. So
let's open that one.
I'm gonna mute while I do that.
That's the one I'm pumped to see anyway. Are you, Cece? Are you saying that you don't know where the actual like giant, amazing Rogue One print is?
Yeah,
Oh shit!
because I know it shipped, and I got a few in, and I just like rapid fire opened them, and one was the Dune print, and so I think I just assumed that big one was the one with all of them.
Yeah.
So I'll look at my tubes again, but I could have sworn I had it. That it showed up.
Definitely.
That's the problem when you order so many prints.
Benjamin says you have to pay me to get in the group, and that's absolutely not true. But I will take a donation. That's fine. So this is the actual mystery situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which
that's
these tubes feel like a bitch to open.
And this can be anything, right? Can this be anything from a really long time ago as well from him?
So he took for people, maybe I don't know if I even said what this is. So this is the Matt Ferguson sold this mystery tube on his own website, and they're filled with signed APs from 2013 to like 2021.
Okay, yeah, that's a decent amount of time.
So, motherfucker. Sorry, this one doesn't have like the lip that you pull. So
yeah.
I'm
Jason, did you see this comment?
Yeah, the reason we're getting these sets now, people don't want to miss the next Polymoss type set.
It's interesting. It's a good thought. People don't want to miss out on that next big thing.
See, the difficult thing about that, and I think we discussed this on the last one of the previous print shows, is that it does create that mindset, right, where you just never know. But the Ollie Moss, as I explained a little bit, there was something very specific that made that set do what it did as far as value. It's because of the way it was executed and the overall style that was used at that particular time, circa 2010. That had a big play in the overall value and demand for that set. So other than Tyler Stout, where it was one of those things where he had done so many different IPs, but it was his first time really doing Star Wars, I don't think you're going to see a lot go into that.
Jason, hold on one second. CC wants.
So this is what I meant when I said
can't tell what it is.
Take the tape off.
Yeah.
So they created these little tabs by just leaving it open, but this is still completely
still sticky.
Yeah. So I just completely ripped it off because you don't want to pull this and then have this tape go backwards onto the print, and then you suddenly have literally stuck a piece of tape on the print.
They don't fold it, CC? They don't take the sticky part
This
and fold
one
it?
wasn't. And this is also the first time I've ordered directly. No, I'm sorry. Only second time in the years I've ordered prints or collected them that I've ordered directly from the site. So this doesn't have a tab. It's just tape onto the paper. But sometimes they'll do like one of these.
Right.
Fold it onto itself so it creates a tab for you to pull. But just get rid of the tape because you don't want to find out the hard way.
Yeah, it's dangerous.
So the thing about this is I know at least they'll be great because I appreciate the artist as much as I do. But I am a little concerned I'll get an IP I don't give two shits about.
Yeah, but like we said, right? You can.
But it's part of the fun, honestly.
Yeah, and you could still sell it or give it away or whatever, right? I mean.
Yeah, see what that did?
Yeah.
The tape folded back on itself.
I bet you're gonna get some cool stuff.
I recognize one of them, which is cool because the movie is not bad either. I don't know if I'll keep it, but God, these are tight. Don't create a GIF of the comment I just made, please.
Okay. Is it like a DC?
I said that this was very tight.
Oh, I got you.
Please don't read too much into that.
Not a bad thing, CC. All right, what?
Yeah,
What
I think this look comment right. I think this is possible.
Oh yeah, I know what this one is.
So, these are smaller ones. So I've got one behind. Is it one? One behind here, and then two small ones. Oh, that's cool. Fuck yeah.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, that's cool.
Actually, I like that movie.
Is that an older one of his?
I think it was around when the movie came out.
Okay.
And this is like the newer one, not like the vintage.
Okay.
And then I know what this is. Oh god, I'm gonna have to unravel that so you can see it better.
These things are always so damn hard to unroll.
Yeah.
How many are in this thing?
4.
4, okay.
So Planet of the Apes, Hot Fuzz, and then there's one behind the Planet of the Apes. It's the same size.
Okay.
And then there's one behind the Hot Fuzz. So
got it.
I have to do this very gingerly.
Yep.
All right, let me see if I can do this.
This is exciting. I like this.
Okay. So we've got Planet of the Apes. It's dated July 2017 on the bottom. I think that's when the movie came out. So that might be how old this print is.
Yeah, that makes sense.
For scale, because I know my hand's in the way, it's 18 by 24.
Okay.
Oh, this one.
Which one is, what is that?
John Carpenter's They Live.
Oh, interesting.
It's got some nice colors.
That's pretty.
This might, maybe, depending on what's behind this one, might be the only AP I don't. Oh, I know what the last one is. It is Star Wars, but I don't know if anyone else will be happy about it.
Why? The sequel?
It is a sequel one. Indeed, it is.
I'm not mad about it.
You get some love for the sequels in here. You get the 2 people who like sequels.
Exactly.
So I do actually like the sequel one that's here. I didn't buy it, so at least I didn't get any that I already own, which is cool. Let me see if I can get this Hot Fuzz out of the way.
Cece, do you mind me asking what the price of the mystery tube was?
So it was 100 pounds.
Okay, not too bad.
So that was like $130 or $140.
So
free shipping.
Is it? I know it's a mystery, but is there mystery as in like what print you're gonna get? But is there like every tube has 4 prints, or is it like you can get one really expensive print, 5 sort of not so expensive? Is it like sort of like that, or?
He didn't. I don't think he organized it that way.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So this
That's
is
a really nice. I like that.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Down, but
I really like that.
get this. Oh.
Oh wow.
So it's Rise of Skywalker.
Whoa, that color just, is it red or orange? What is it? Is it red?
It's red.
It's red. Okay.
It's red. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it looks. Damn, it looks so orange on there.
It was red.
It
and
did
it
look
changed.
red. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Gosh, that is pretty though. I like that.
I wonder if I need something white.
Yeah. Okay. There we go. Holy shit! Look how it changes. That's crazy.
A
Wow.
little more red with the white on there.
Yeah, if you get it closer, get the white closer to the screen, and then all of a sudden it'll yeah, see? Wow. That's the actual color right there.
Damn.
Holy shit.
Gotta love technology. So this, he did 2 different versions of this one. So
Yeah.
the red one and the blue one, and I can't remember. I think the red was the variant and the blue was the regular one. So this is maybe, or I got that reversed. But it's 24 by 36. Big boy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a big one. The Hot Fuzz one is too, right?
Yeah, both of them are. But the detail's actually really nice. Oh, and it's not. So there is some blue around like Ray's saber, and it's almost like the backlighting behind her is blue, and then there's a little bit of detail of blue on Kylo too. That's cool. It feels like a very classic kind of composition, like poster. It feels almost vintage.
Yeah.
I think that's what he was going for.
Cece, is that Kylo Ren's helmet that's right?
This one? Yeah.
Yeah. That's Kylo Ren's helmet,
Let me
right?
see.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. I see it better now.
Is that better?
Yeah, the saga will end. The story lives forever. Yeah, okay. That's cool. I like that.
Sorry, it's upside down, folks.
Not mad about it, Cece. I like it. Do you think this is something you'd actually put up?
You know what? I have so many new the Batman prints that are black and red that this might look pretty bitchin'.
That's a sick print right there. I like that.
Yeah, I think this one I will keep. That They Live one, the John Carpenter one. That was what I was kind of afraid of. Where I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
But that Planet of the Apes one, it's one of those like I might not have bought it for myself, but now that I have it, I think it's it's beautiful, and it's also it's pretty simple, and I appreciate the size. It could be something I could actually find space for. And I was going for kind of, I'm a slut for anything sci-fi, so I think it still works with what I have.
Yeah, I got you.
This was, God, this is so tight. Don't quote the damn it.
It's so good.
This is the handbill. Fuck off. This is the handbill that was thrown in. So he had a set of Transformers.
Oh, cool.
I like that.
It's like 5x5.
I didn't get the joke though.
It's numbered 15 out of 70.
I love it.
Very cool.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's cool. I like it. I mean, did you get anything? Okay, so did you get anything, CC, you were excited about?
Like from the mystery to yeah. I'm happy about this. I was really concerned, honestly, that I wasn't gonna get anything Star Wars.
Yeah, sure.
Because I already own so many that he's done with Star Wars. But he had a lot of like test prints that I was kind of looking forward to, like something really, really different. And I know that's something I wouldn't mind purchasing like individually. But I think the kind of like surprise hit of this tube is going to be that War of the Planet of the Apes for me.
That's cool.
Because I don't think it's something I would have like sought out myself, but now that I have it, I think it's really great, and definitely a keeper. But
yeah, I like it. It's awesome.
I am concerned where that other bottleneck tube is. I don't know. Unless they changed their labels, and the tube doesn't say bottleneck on it.
Yeah, yeah, you don't want to lose those.
Right?
I mean, it's for sure been delivered.
Pretty sure. I mean, let me get set up at my desk and not on the floor. I'll take another cursory look at my tubes and see if I have it.
I mean, it's not a huge deal. It's okay. I mean,
yeah,
it was cool to see you unbox untube the mystery stuff.
Matt, do you want to pull up while I'm doing all that? Do you guys want to get a jump start on the poster coverage?
Yeah, what is it? Just propstoreauction.com?
Yep. I think they call it Cinema Poster Auction.
Yeah, I see it.
So surprisingly, there aren't a lot of, at least last I looked at it, there weren't a lot of Star Wars prints.
Okay.
So if you could jump on that, I'm going to get set up.
I'll look at this. Hold on one second. Let me pull it up. Jason, have you seen any of these yet?
I took a quick look. Yeah.
Okay. Let me
got some decent ones in there.
Hold on one second. Let me pull this out. All right, this is the actual. I've seen. I definitely know some of these for sure. So they've got. They just kind of got a little of everything in here, huh?
Yeah, it's just basically it's a poster auction. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's gonna have a mixture of all things and anything.
I want to see this one. This is the Back to the Future set. Oh, come on. Their website's being shitty. That's a sick set right there.
That's really nice.
That's cool.
No, it's good. Well, there's a catch-22 about this particular auction, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of their cinema poster auctions are original cinema posters, ones that were for like theaters and billboards and what have you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So where they're mixing in Mondo type prints, Bottleneck, Gallery 1988, things like that. You have this thing that sometimes occurs, a precedence where, let's say, something that normally sells in the secondary market for $300, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Someone's in the process of bidding on it in our prop store, and now jumps up to $800 or $900. All of a sudden, all the people that are selling it for $200-300 go and change their price to the current value of which these sold for. And there's a lot of prints in here that can be had for just a couple $100. This is a good balance of an auction because there's almost something for everybody in regards to different IPs as well as different prices. You don't have to have a fistful of cash to get in on it.
Right.
You might find something you like. So again, this is a great auction because I feel like it appeals to all tiers, both in style and finance levels. So it's pretty good.
This is sick. Is this? Holy shit! Look at all.
Oh wow, that's radical.
Look at all this shit going on in this one. I freaking love it. I haven't seen this before. This is awesome. I love The Big Lebowski. Wow, there's a hell of a lot going on in that. This has to be a freaking Gicle, right? It has to be. With all that shit going on.
Yeah, that being screen printed that would be a
freaking nightmare, right?
Yeah, that would be a pretty costly print to make. I mean, it's doable, but
gosh, that's
Futura's last print, what was it 3-4 weeks ago? It was like a 24 layer.
Was it really?
24. Yeah, 24 different registered colors.
How much was it?
Retail was like $2,000, $3,000.
Jeez.
Maybe more. I think maybe a little more. They were like $3 or $4,000. It was up there. It was high.
Oh.
So,
but you have to keep in mind that's costly to produce.
Oh yeah, sure.
I swear I'm not sitting in the dark. It's just this new computer. Funny story. I checked the tracking on my bottleneck order. The tracking, like the label, was created on March 8th, but I still haven't received it.
Well, it's only about a week ago.
Well, at least you haven't received it yet. That's
yes. Just only 6 days ago.
So that would explain
I like those.
why I didn't get it. Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I like those 2001 Space Odysseys.
Yeah, those are cool, right?
Yeah, I like the one on the right.
By the way, their website's being really shitty right now.
And I just turned white all of a sudden.
It tends to lock up at times.
I don't know
what
why.
you did.
Wrong with my computer. Anyway.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, those Space Odyssey ones are freaking sick, dude. There's a lot.
Yeah, there was a Space Odyssey release on Bottleneck the other day, and they're 18 by 24s. I went to go grab one, and they sold out in minutes.
Yeah, some of these are really cool.
Oh, look at that Blade Runner.
Yeah, these are like aren't these the older ones? The old
I'm not sure.
Like actual movie poster ones, aren't they?
Yeah.
Oh no, this is not Bottleneck. This is Bottleneck.
Oh, are they? Well, so Bottleneck are those Drew?
This is
Struzans?
I don't know who's this. It doesn't really say, does it?
The artist. If you click on it, it might. So
yeah,
they've done like reprints where they do they turn his posters into screen prints. They did that.
The one on the right looks like a Drew Struzan. You can tell by the colors used in the placement.
Yeah. They did his whatchamacallit? Back to the Future. They did signed screen prints of his original Back to the Future poster.
Gosh, I wish their website was.
Yeah, it locks at times. I don't know why it does this. Even if you're browsing casually, every once in a great while it'll do this. I don't know why. It might be helpful, Matt, if you
very cunty.
you can close out and maybe go back in.
Gosh, it's so
You'd think for an auction site it would be better.
Yeah, there's always, you know what it is? They're always doing so much like back end maintenance.
John Alvin.
Because there's so many changes constantly being made. I think that affects the. I like that Breaking Bad print.
And it always goes to the top. Son of a bitch! I'm gonna freaking break something. Oh, you're saying this one, this Breaking Bad one? Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, it might be helpful, Matt. I don't not to like make it a headache, but if we like open one to enlarge it, just open it in a new tab so we don't lose our space.
Yeah, sure. We can do that. It's probably extremely smart. Yeah, they've got a lot of interesting.
This one felt like they had more like Bottleneck and Mondo screen prints than they actually did any
actual movie posters.
Yeah, like any originals, which I don't hate, honestly. I like that Creature from the Black Lagoon by Kevin Wilson.
This one?
Yeah, but it was 24 by 36. If it was smaller, I would have gotten it.
Yeah, that's big. It's interesting, man. They've got a lot of. Oh, this drive one's cool. Oh, is this the the Tyler Stout drive? That's pretty sick.
Yeah,
200 to 300 as the estimate on that one.
Oh, there's like that.
Yeah, some of these.
There's quite a few interesting pieces, huh?
Yeah, some of these are really cool. But yeah, some of these are definitely. Oh yeah, these Goonies ones are sick. I remember this one.
I like that, the silhouette style. I like that.
Yeah, I remember this one. I'm gonna open that.
Oh, that's a Ferg, Matt Ferg.
It is, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that one's sick. Gosh, bummer CC didn't get that one. That one's freaking. That would have been cool.
I wanted he had the Guardians of the Galaxy ones without the title. That was one I wanted. But I know two people in the group did get those, and I can't imagine he had a lot of them, but that would have been great. He does a lot of this, like where it's the kind of silhouette. He did a Stranger Things.
Yeah, he does tons of silhouette stuff for sure.
Yeah.
That's so sick with the bikes though.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, that's awesome. I like that.
And that mystery tube, if anyone's curious. So yeah, it was 100 pounds, free shipping. There's a private sale that I was a part of the day before they went public, and he put up, I think it was 60 tubes, and they sold out in a minute, and I missed out. I was livid. Not at him, just the situation, or like, the people who are part of that behind the scenes. No, it's just annoying. It's always annoying to miss out on something like that. But and then the next day they went public, and I thought I had no freaking chance. But I think there was like 120 that were available to the public, and so I did manage to get one. But the 120 sold out in a minute.
Yeah.
So it was this very stressful day.
Another Tyler Stout. He kind of just throws up characters on a page, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm. And that was a timed edition, so I'm always curious. That Halloween one, I think, is that the one?
This one?
No, the one below it, that Matt Ferguson.
Oh yeah.
So, you know how we talk about like don't lose hope if you miss out on a drop. So They were canceling people's orders because people bought that print through Vice Press and then instantly put the POs on eBay for like $500. So they had their orders canceled.
This is a cool print.
Yeah. I'm not a Halloween fan, but I think it looks great. I love the white border, but that like the bits that poke out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the leaves and stuff. It's really cool. It's pretty.
Yep. So Vice Press has been working with Sideshow to put their prints up there as well, so that I think it's more for like the folks across the pond like us, the U.S. folks. We don't get reamed on shipping.
Mm-hmm. Lord of the Rings. Here you go. Here you go, Jay. Freaking Lord of the Rings.
No, I'm kidding.
Jason doesn't like Lord of the Rings.
Look at that Metropolis. That Metropolis one's nice.
That's Pablo. Is that Pablo Oliveira, the Metropolis one?
I don't know.
I like that this one was printed on black paper, though. That's bitchin'.
Yeah, that's cool.
Pretty sure it was.
How do they do? What do they? How do they? So what do they do for that? Is that?
They just they just prep the paper. They either use a black gesso or they just screen it with black ink.
It's cool.
But it's definitely a good look. It really helps a lot of the lighter colors, especially when you have these transitions of like you see, I get the tones on the bottom, and you have the orange red tones up top.
Does it just make them deeper colors, maybe because of the black?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
that's really cool.
It's a beautiful one. I gotta say, I know I rag on the movies. I haven't really seen them, so I can't really talk trash. But the collectibles they make for Lord of the Rings is I'm glad I'm not a fan of them. I'm actually glad I'm not a fan of the movies because that would be a rabbit hole. I would never. I'd fall.
It's crazy, isn't it?
Far down that one. Yeah. Thanks for bringing up
that's cool.
Tonight, guys. And I'm a little off, but
no, you're good.
Those in the chat too. If I sound a little off, I'm just doing some health stuff.
Oh, you're good. This is pretty sick, dude.
Which one's this?
Like this isn't. I don't think I've seen a.
Oh, I like that.
A 7 print.
I have just not actually. This one, and that gallery is one that I've heard of, but it's not one of like the Hero Complex gallery. I think they cater more to UK customers than US. Yeah, because I haven't bought from them before, but I know that's one that people have asked me if it's legit, and it is legit.
That's pretty cool.
Just
I like that.
Not one I buy from very often.
And then this one's
this one's nice.
It's kind of cool. By Joshua Budick. If their cunty shitty website will ever. Gosh, what a freaking shit show.
Even Into the Spider-Verse, that's a interesting one too.
Yeah, this is actually really cool.
I'm hoping so. Bottleneck released, was it today? I think it was today. Spider-Man print, but not a No Way Home. But I think now we might be seeing some of those. I know I'm talking Marvel on a Star Wars show, but
is there really not to go off topic, but I was watching something yesterday and it had like the Marvel next chapter, and they had like another Spider-Man movie coming out like this summer. Is that true?
This summer? I don't.
Yeah, literally, it was marked for like June or July.
What
was it called? Yeah.
But
I don't know anything about the Marvel universe. Like not. Like,
no,
I mean, isn't Doctor Strange coming out next?
We're getting Doctor Strange. We're getting Morbius this year.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Morbius.
Yeah.
Moon Knight, right?
Moon Knight.
Yeah, I was just curious.
It's the DC movies they push back. They push back like Black Adam and The Flash.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that Terminator one, huh?
I'm gonna open all these so they actually come. Okay, there we go. That's cool.
Oh, I like that.
That is good.
That's sick.
Who's the artist on this?
Let's see. It is Mondo print by Martin Anson.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
That's sick, dude.
That's pretty cool.
I like that a lot.
That was such a fantastic movie.
Oh, such a great movie.
Y'all are gonna hate me. I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you gotta see it. It's really good.
No,
it's almost better than the live action ones.
That's what that's what I've
Yeah,
heard.
it's really good. This is sick.
That is cool with
Oh,
the
that's
exposed skull.
fantastic. Yeah.
That pink, I love that.
Oh, that's great, huh?
That is awesome, isn't it? By Christopher Cox.
What's the price going
Da
for
Vinci
on that?
Dreams. What is Da Vinci Dreams? I haven't
Not
heard of that.
sure. Probably.
What's the name of the? It looks like it's the name of the variant.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
the publisher, published by Da Vinci Dream. So the publisher of the print.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a fantastic print. I would actually hang.
Yeah, that's freaking sick. 100 to 150. It's not bad. Then here you go, guys. One of my favorites for some reason. I don't know why. It's literally like someone just diarrheaed Terminator all over a freaking piece of paper, but it's still really cool. I love the colors in this. I freaking love it. And then let's see.
Thanks, 1/6 scale man. As always.
I'm trying to. Gosh, what a shitty website.
See, I don't collect Hot Toys because I buy too many art prints.
This one's sick too.
Did you sort by Star Wars, or did we see all the Star
I
Wars?
tried.
Okay,
This
okay.
the freaking assholes won't let me do anything. Let me try it. I'll try this again. I'll try it again when we get to this next page if they ever let me. Yeah, it doesn't do anything.
You have to hit search at the bottom.
Is that what I have to do? Where is it? Right here?
You're going, yep.
There we go. Finally, you had to be smarter than me. These are cool. Here you go.
Nice.
So I kind of like, that's the variant set of the Tyler Stouts. So Steve has the regulars, I think. I kind of prefer the variants. It doesn't seem as busy because it has less color.
Yeah, the colors on the regular, because they're not, there's the continuity, the lack of continuity throws it off a little bit.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I like this a lot.
Let me bring these up since we're talking about them.
You know, I can
Me
appreciate
10. Wow.
these are what they are. I've just never been a huge fan of these.
I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Just
Okay.
talk about these for a second.
Oh, what are your thoughts on this, Cece?
I like the variants. I feel like because there's not they don't not, I don't want to say like the irregulars clash with the color that they have, but I think the busyness kind of works when you've pulled back on it. I know we talk shit about some of the variants like this where it's like, oh, they did less work because there's less colors involved, right? Like it's almost like the lazy approach to variants, but I think this is more aesthetically appealing. Just Tyler Stout in general tends to be a little too busy for me, but
yeah, I agree. I think there's less competition when you're viewing it. You know, like your eyes aren't going all over the place. I feel like with the standard, there's just too much going on with the image, and then you have all the colors juxtaposing to the image, and it creates a lot of confusion.
I think the Star Wars one is actually my favorite. I never say that. But I do, so I know Chris really likes the Empire Strikes Back one because that little like insert of the Emperor, it's the female actress.
Originally, yeah,
Yep,
it's the
original.
mask, yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
This is when you're talking about, Jay, that you like?
Yeah, I really like the Empire Strikes Back. The one where they play when they had all three movies together.
Yeah.
I
All
love
three
that
on
one.
all three on the one
I've seen
program.
those. That one's popped up a few times, but they're always in really rough condition.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's at Australian handbills.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
We should
Dave.
actually. I don't know if he's on with us tonight, but we should actually chat with Robert. I know we did the collector spotlight, but he's a big print collector. I think it'd be fun to have him.
I know.
Their print chat.
I love this one.
Yeah, this is a great one.
I want him to crack open that flat file. I want to see. I want to see what's in it.
Lord help me.
Not doing an untubing because we found out that's not very glamorous.
No, it's great.
But
Lord
hey,
help
at
me.
least we got to see those Alex Hubby ones, the set. God, that Tauntaun one is so good. Oh, it's beautiful.
It's really pretty. That's cool. I don't think I've seen this before.
Yeah, that one is nice.
I think I've debated
Get Veda's
buying this
hand.
one.
You just built that.
Yeah, it's freaking huge.
It's very bold.
I like that. It's really cool. This one's sick. Very old school.
Yeah, I love the very 80s feel to that. I like that a lot.
Yeah, I'm far from Death Star says too busy for me. I'm guessing he's talking about the Tyler Styles stuff.
Yeah.
Tyler Styles tough.
It is really tough. Like, I get why people really like it, but at the same time, yeah, it is a hell of a lot to look at.
You have to keep in mind though, those Tyler Stouts, at the time that they released, those ones actually didn't sell out immediately. They sat for a little bit and they pushed and pushed and pushed the hype on those, and people were sort of confused. It was a weird time for Mondo and some of the Star Wars releases. It's kind of one of those things where like people are like, all right, I'm going to snap these up, and I don't think, if I remember correctly, I may be incorrect, and somebody in the chat, if they know better, can correct me. We can go back and do some due diligence. But I think with those particular variants, I don't know if they were already, you know how like when a Prince released, all three variants are listed at the same time?
Yeah.
And you get whatever one you try to get. I don't think they were all released at the same time. I think they released set 1, set 2, set 3. Now, I could be completely wrong on that, but if I remember correctly, I think that's the way it was done. These Macquarie images are really nice.
This one's sick, dude.
Yeah, these are really.
This one's really cool. I like it.
This is one of a set of 4. I don't want to say a set, but there's 4 prints out there. The edition's high though. I think they're 2,500, 2,000 or 2,500.
Yeah.
I don't know if all of them are signed, but they're all numbered. But they're great. This is for the Micro Machine advertisements, but Macquarie did all these in the 90s. Yeah. 1,500. Okay, I was off, but I knew it was high.
Really cool.
Nice piece, huh?
Yeah. This one's cool too. I like this one. Almost like it's almost like it's all burned in or something. It's pretty neat.
Veda looks like a Mickey Mouse. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, he does. He does have a little bit of a Mickey Mouse. That's funny.
Looks like an old looks like a vintage t-shirt.
Yeah. Let me see some more of these. This is a complete set. Oh, that's kind of cool. Interesting. See, this is, I'll show you one that I want to get for sure. This is cool. I'm going to pick a couple of these that I like here.
A lot of Great Empire Strikes Back ones.
This is pretty cool.
Yeah, that is nice.
Super 8mm edited versions on sale here for home showing. I like the colors on that. It's pretty cool.
That'd be really cool if you were like Robert and you collected the actual film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That'd be a great companion piece for sure.
Mm-hmm.
This is the one I actually would like to pick up myself.
Oh.
Parents of Earth, are your children fully immunized? Yeah.
I think that's awesome. And during
that
the pandemic.
Well, yeah. Think about how big that was in the 80s too.
So I think this is like the really sympathetic person in me. I love prints where you can remember exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or like what was going on when you had them. Like when
Right.
you got them. I have a lot that are like, they're not the best things to look at, but they're very sentimental for that regard. Either they're gifts or like, it reminds me of a great time. This would be fucking hilarious to have. to remember, and like telling your family members decades later, because I'm not gonna have my own kids, like, oh, I got this because
Yeah,
we're all talking about vaccines and the jabs, and
I know how funny.
that'd be
is that?
fantastic.
Do you guys remember the CC? You won't. I'm not saying that rudely, but because of your age. But there was a commercial with C3PO and R2 about smoking. Do you remember that, Matt, when you were a kid?
Don't.
So please don't smoke. Like 3PO talking to R2 and he's like smoking a cigarette. It was a legit commercial.
R2's like, no shit. Like, why? You're a freaking robot. What are you talking about?
Now they'd be like, no vaping. This is beautiful.
I know, right? This is I think there's a comic cover of this. Not
they did like a
not the Japanese variant stuff at the bottom, but I think there's a comic cover.
You know the Stargazer print that I have, the Return of the Jedi? With the two, that's the same artist.
Oh, is it?
Oh wow.
Now if you look at now this is what's great about this, okay? Take a minute, look at this. So look to the left of 3PO, you have IG-88, 21B, and you have Boba Fett, and that's made out of the smoke or whatever you want to call it. You have Bespin, you have Cloud City behind the Falcon and Lando. You have the probe droid, the AT-ATs. I mean, the Battle of Hoth. This has so many amazing aspects in the imagery here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and then Vader in the background. Yeah. And look at the color transition going from top to bottom, the blue into the greens. Yeah, there's just so many.
It's cool because Japanese variant too. It's pretty sick.
Yeah, I'm biased, obviously.
It's awesome.
The one behind me, but I think that's some prints can incorporate a lot of different elements like this or posters without being terribly busy.
Yeah, this works. I agree.
Yeah.
There's definitely a way to go about it, but that works.
So, Jason, help me understand like why people would want to. I mean, I guess if you really want a piece, you really want a piece. I get it, but like something with creases in it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some of them.
Well,
those are the only ones that survived, right? Like that's the only way they're offered.
Well, the only way you can.
It's not even that. Well, yeah, that's the thing. It's not even just about survival. The thing is this is how they were. So they weren't meant for public consumption.
Sure.
They were meant to be placed for advertisement. And
like a theater or something.
Yeah. So if you have a print that's 2 feet by 3 feet, 4 feet by 5 feet, and you're sending out 50,000 of them, it's much more cost effective to print them, have them folded in factory, and ship them out. And this way, when they get them in, they get in 2 or 3 of them or whatever, and they're shipping thousands of them across the country or over the world. They unfold them and put them up.
Did some of
these you can do?
Jason, did some of these ever get packaged in with like a record?
Not this particular one, no. Some images, yes, specifically they were like chosen and put on records. But what people do nowadays, so these prints can be pressed, they can be linen backed, so you can have this hanging and basically diminish the look of the creases by about 85 to 90%. It won't be 100% gone, but close enough where it wouldn't draw the eye or bother you too much.
It's still really cool. It's still, I mean, like you said,
it's beautiful.
There's history to the print too, which is really cool. I do like that. This is interesting.
It's a classic.
It's really cool.
I'm upset. I bought the re-release of this on May the 4th last year.
Yeah.
And it came in all banged up, and there was like nothing they can do about it, and they didn't even want to refund me. I mean, they weren't like rude about it, but they were just like, "Hey, like it happens." I'm like, "Oh, okay." I really wanted it to.
Was it the bottleneck one?
Yeah.
The like purpley bluish tone one?
I got the one on the foil paper, so it was more like blue with like a silver.
Okay. Yeah.
And it was fantastic, but it was packed poorly. It could have just been like an isolated situation because I, dealt with them quite a few times and it'd be great, but that particular time it just was poorly rolled and it got nicked up quite a bit.
Look at this sexy set.
There you go.
Yeah, this is fantastic.
God, so good.
That monochromatic with the hints of green and red is just such a nice.
Well, the color version is freaking fantastic as well. I mean,
I'll never regret having both.
They're
don't make me decide.
You know what I'm happy about? I'm happy personally, I made the decision to go with the Japanese variant. It's because it's so different. Everything else you're
Yeah.
going to get is like Empire Strikes. You know what I mean? It's nice to have
Yeah.
the actual other variant.
Mhm.
I like it. It's really cool. One of my favorite sets.
Yeah, I was hoping we would see both. So I might email. It's really unusual for me to have like Bottleneck create a label and then like 6 days later it hasn't moved at all. So I will contact them. They're really responsive and just ask what's up with that. But I do want to do as much as I don't like crawling around on my floor, I do want to see those and do a untubing of those because I have the regular one and then I ordered the variant for Jason. So we'd be able to see both. The one,
Nice.
the full color one, and then the like grayscale with pops of color in the Rogue One, the Verge of Greatness.
Yeah.
I was hoping
Yeah.
I'd see it tonight because
It's fantastic.
I can't wait for him to do Return of the Jedi.
Is that next year?
So I don't know if they would. So it will be the 40th anniversary next year. I can only assume so.
This is so sick. I love this. It's super classic. I love that image.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
Super simple. You get the idea. Man, it's so pretty.
And the colors are just great on that.
Yeah, I love it. I like it a lot. This one's actually going for, there's actually a current absentee bid for 800 pounds already.
Yeah, this should reach a couple thousand at least. This goes for a few thousand on the secondary.
It does have some creases here.
Yeah, it's probably yeah. This one looks like it may have been. I wonder what the condition report on this is. This one looks like it may have been backed and impressed because it looks like those creases are pretty clean. So
That's
see,
really
they can be
cool.
minimized quite a bit. Yeah.
I love the colors in this thing. It's so sick.
I don't know if I'd own this just for the. I think the only appeal would be the Revenge of the Jedi for me. I don't know if I'd go for an original. Unless it was like for an investment
Yeah.
later. But
Right.
I tend to just buy what I like, not what I think is going to be worth more later.
Yeah, I hear you.
This is gorgeous. I saw this and I was like, I immediately thought of Jason.
Which one? Oh, so this is wow, two to 3,000. Okay, I didn't know it was that high.
Yeah, this one goes in if it's in good condition. That's why I have such a hard time finding one in the proper condition. They come up from time to time for about 1,500 to 2,000, but they're pretty rough shape. And then there's the reprints that are much smaller that were released in the 2000s. You can get for like $50 or $100.
Yeah,
But this one in mint and airmint condition can reach upwards of 5,000 or 6,000.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Mhm.
And then this is one.
This one's great.
Yeah, this is good, dude.
Oh,
Get
it's
a little
different.
Gamorrean guard in there.
Yeah, look at that. Luke
You
looking
get
like
Jab.
Luke
Vader
looks like
looks a little-
actually looks like Luke. Look at his lightsaber, dude. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's
Jerky.
huge. I like how you have one of Jabba's little denizens fighting on Lando. They're like struggling on the Luke's arm. Oh, by
Yeah.
the way, is
Yeah, right here. Yeah.
Vader looks like
Bausch
the acid just kicked in.
I know.
Vader looks
The
like
eyes are a bit big.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like, ooh. Cocaine Vader.
Okay.
I didn't realize Vader was in there twice. He's behind the Royal Guards as well. Look at that. I never noticed that before.
Oh, right here. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the first time I've ever noticed
That's-
that.
Oh wow.
That's he's tripping. That's his dream.
He's definitely on.
He's
some
like,
all-
Royal Guards.
The Royal Guard is like, "Are you on something?" And he's like, "No."
I know, right?
He's like, wait, this is
Like-
now.
like
I
we-
can see myself.
Like when you
I
come
can see
home
myself.
This
drunk
me?
and you're trying to act sober in front of your mom or something. Yeah.
This is now, sir. We're looking at now.
I love that. I love that movie. Yeah. So that's pretty much all the Star Wars prints, CC.
So we're at the hour and 10. Do you want to go through the latest releases real quick of Star Wars? And then I also have Batman prints for like the 5 people still watching. We can go over those real quick.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, you got the PowerPoint thing you're going to bring up?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so true. These were quite readily available about 20, 25 years ago. And they when you go to some of the shops there where they have nothing but like movie posters, like just racks and racks and racks of them, you're able to find quite a few of those. It's funny now that they're as rare as they are.
Here, sorry, CC, hold on 1 second. There you go.
Okay.
I'll be right back on, guys. Oh, this print was fantastic. Did you get this, CC?
I didn't.
I didn't get this either, man. I don't know if that's a good idea or not.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was going to sell
it's a screen print too. Gosh, dang it.
So this was the regular by House Bear, aka Justin Froning. I'm actually not familiar with this artist. I'm gonna have to do some digging. But the name was not immediately apparent to me. I just love the red kind of Death Star panel behind him. But it's not like a true red. It's more like it's like a rusty maroon, like faded maroon. 18 by 24. So the regular was an edition of 150. I also was so busy this week, I didn't realize that they had a variant until I talked to Bottleneck about it. But this was the variant. So it's just very blue toned, and it was an edition of 75. Because you didn't, Jason.
Oh, can you go back?
This one?
Yeah.
What do you prefer of the two?
Switch again. That's a tough one.
I know, because I didn't get either of these, mind you, but I thought about it where I'm like, well, I think I prefer the regular, but this one would probably fit closer to my collection.
Yeah.
It's normal. It's funny. Like normally with regulars and variants, like as soon as you see it, I know which one's better. But these two, this was kind of tricky. If I had an option again to get either of these,
what would you go for?
Anyone in the chat, what would you go for? This one, the regular, or the variant, the bluey green? Damn. I think I just like something about the contrast in the shadow.
Yeah.
Being so blue with the red.
Yeah, that does, because the shadow, I like how the colors match the foreground and the background. There's something about that it gives a little more life to it too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a tough one. And
it is very interesting, whereas you think of, like, there's been plenty of art prints with just stormtroopers. Like I think of like the Mike Mitchells, where they could seem very boring, but this one's very interesting. It's almost like a retrospective on a stormtrooper.
Yeah.
But not like it's not your garden variety, kind of like pop art style. Okay, so Far From says the maroon one, so this one versus the variant.
It's a really tough one. Normally, I'm with variants, I within seconds can be like, no, I like this over that. But it's a hard choice.
And this one was available for good, like, I think I checked 20 minutes after they had dropped, and there's I don't know about the variant, but the regular was still available.
Oh, really? I thought it had sold out kind of quick, but I think I may have visited the site a little late.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, really interesting. I'll get Matt's opinion once he comes back, probably. But this is the other one. So this one was released through Dark Ink, and Robert.
Was this week?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it dropped this week because I think he posted about it or someone did. That's how I saw this. And so then I reshared it.
This is a great size too. 16 ball.
Is someone in
It
our
would have
group?
been smart.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Robert.
Robert is in our group.
Yeah.
This would have been better at 18 by 24, just for like those who do like standard framing. But the size works. I do like that.
It's
The only
pretty.
thing and Matt, I showed this one too, just real quickly. So this was the variant.
I don't like the variant.
You prefer this one?
I prefer that one, yeah.
Okay.
I just prefer color in general in prints. Like I'm not a huge monochromatic, like
Yeah.
not that some of them work great, but like I don't know.
I like the
Especially if you're gonna-
contrast with this one, like the red and the blue.
Yeah, and especially if you're gonna screen print them, and this would have been on. I probably should have jumped on this one, but
yeah, this one was great. Now, the only thing I could say, because I also don't like odd sizes, like this being 16 by 24, is if you were to do like a offset mat where it's got like 2 inches towards the bottom or something like that to make it 18 by 24, you could probably put, I've seen people lately, like I have the plaque that has Anthony Daniel's signature next to my C3PO print by Devin Schaffler. So if you wanted to put like a plaque or try to get his signature on a plaque and put it like with the mat, like in the frame, that might look interesting.
See, this is one of those times where like I really like this. I don't know if I'd get it print wise, but if this was a comic book cover, I would be all over this thing.
It has very like comic book vibes. You're right.
It would be a fantastic comic book cover. Like it'd be freaking beautiful.
I just love the image overall. I think it's really well done. I like
it is. It's very well done.
I like the angle of it. I like that it's a sort of dynamic scene. It's interesting. It's less of a overall like art image and more of a almost like a scene. Like a highlight reel. It's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty sick.
The colors are great. The colors are great.
Yeah.
See, I'm not a fan of this.
I think just Ahsoka and Clone Wars fans. So I know Danny Haas because he's local to Orlando. So he's always been at like every like convention I've gone to over there. He goes to like the Disney's Festival of the Arts every year. I think he was there this year. I'm pretty sure.
You do like D23 or any of that stuff, or
I don't know about that, but he certainly does a lot with Ashley Eccleston. Who voiced Ahsoka. He's done a lot of T-shirts for a clothing line and stuff like that. He's done a lot of pins too. So if some people maybe aren't familiar with the name, you've probably seen his pins offered at Disney or on some of like the really popular like pin trading websites. But I could see a lot of people loving this if they're really into the Clone Wars. I have a marker sketch commission that I think he said is shipping this week.
Oh, cool.
But I'm getting a Rebel style Thrawn because I think the animated style kind of fits with his art style really well. So I'm excited to get that.
Jay, how do you feel, Jay? I'm just not a big fan of the like Photoshop.
This is I mean, there's a lot of Photoshop work, obviously, but this is too Photoshop. Stuff like this, I mean, if you enjoy the layout and the style of the art, then go for it. But otherwise, this is just one of those like Ahsoka Tano cash grabs. Like throw her in there and get people it is what it is. I mean, people might razz me for saying that. I don't mean it in a derogatory way. I just think it's one of those things like, hey, she's popular. Let's throw it in. And I don't know. There's nothing really. I don't know.
Well, it doesn't have that it factor, He's always done a lot of Ahsoka prints before she was like a big deal. I think he just has a thing for the character because he's always kind of leaned more towards the animated stuff. Even he's done like a lot of Batman animated series things.
Yeah.
You might just enjoy
his art style tends to be more.
I was gonna say, you might just enjoy the stylistic approach, and that would make sense now. Not knowing that, it makes more sense.
So this is an update on that tease I showed. I forget what show it was. I'm quite honest, but This is an update from Gabs on his Dune print progress that he says is going to be available soon. We don't know what soon means, but it sounds like I'm gonna need another fucking Dune print.
Yeah. This looks fantastic. What do you think about this, Jay?
Oh, dude, I'm all over this.
Get all over this.
Oh
Is
my
this
God.
Mondo or is this
Bottleneck.
Oh, good. We might be able to get it then.
Well, I just remember Jason's getting the Prime 1 statue.
I am too.
Maddie's on that too.
Well, do you know do you know where it's going? Could you put this behind it?
I have no idea where it's going.
I could. I'd find a way. I'd put it in a place to. Well, I'd look for a place to accommodate.
My issue with
together.
that is, you know, I collect Star Wars. I don't have anything else, and so like getting this was already a step in a weird direction, and so I don't know I don't know where I'd put it. I'm not sure, but I love Dune. I freaking love it.
You know what's funny is I think there's a Gabs print that I'm probably gonna go after. It's an older one, but I'm gonna put it behind my my Christian Bale premium format Batman. I think.
Oh, that's cool.
Because it's so difficult finding, like, I think it's, if you have the space, it's easy to just try to figure out how you could put a print behind a statue. But when it comes to like figuring out which print, holy shit. Because you don't want something that's going to like, the statue's going to block most of it, or kind of like, you want them to complement each other, not overpower each other. So fucking props to the people who managed to figure it out. But I think this would look incredible. That or the I have the Burgos Dune, the one that he did recently.
Yep.
So real quick, because I know
this style to me is more interesting for the. I've seen some of the Dune prints, and there's been a couple that I've liked, but this is yeah.
I didn't like was it Alex Zhang? I didn't like those. She did like I think it was her. She did like the Zendaya one, and then the
no, I wasn't
Wall Atreides. So real quickly, because I know this is a Star Wars channel, but also I love Batman, obviously, and the hype is real. I'm going to quickly go through the prints that I know have been released so far for the Batman.
Yeah.
So this is the first one that released by Dolly. So I picked up most of the ones I'm going to be showing, if I'm quite honest.
Okay.
This is one of them. So it does have a layer of glow-in-the-dark ink, regardless of whether it was the regular or the variant. What was weird about this one was they were both the same edition size. So the regular was 125 and the variant was 125. But this is the glow-in-the-dark element.
Oh, that's cool.
I only bought this because I was like, I still love the artist. So if the movie's real shitty, I'm not out a lot. And then I really love the movie. So this is the variant. I didn't really understand the green when this came out. And having seen the movie twice now, still not sure about the green. But this had the glow-in-the-dark layer as well.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
And again, 18 by 24, which is music to my ears. And an edition size of 125.
Jason, do you like glow in the dark stuff?
If it's done well, yeah.
Yeah. This is cool. I tend to not do glow in the dark, but this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this is a couple artists that do in addition to glow in the dark, they use like a Cymec or RGB style for their art. So we found this light that you can basically, the three colors will spin, and like the red, blue, etc. will only be exposed at one single time as it's spinning, and it exposes different variations of the artwork out of one piece.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh wow, that's
I'll have to take pictures one day and show you guys. It's really radical.
Yeah. Here's the other one I picked up.
This is the shit right here.
This is Mondo.
This is badass.
This is it right here.
And what's interesting is on like a French white, like off-white paper, which is fantastic because I have a few prints that are like that. So I think it'll look great. But
this is one right here where the freaking variant can go suck a giant dick.
Isn't it so true? Like I said this before, that I think the artists, like, they really do think about their audience when they decide on what's going to be a regular and what's going to be a variant, like what's going to be more limited to the public. So every like even someone mentioned, was it Far From or Darth Red mentioned the Daniel Danger Shadow Box,
Mhm.
and he decided the blue was the best aesthetically, so that's what
Mhm.
he chose as regular. Or was it and then the lavender was the second favorite.
Yeah.
So I think with something like this, like you would have done a huge disservice by not choosing. If this was, oh my god, if you can imagine if this was the variant, there'd be riots in the streets if this was the limited one.
Yeah, for sure.
So this was timed. It's 24 by 36, so big boy. They're gonna print 3,660 of them.
Wow.
I thought the ESB one behind me, the regular, was an edition of 2,000. I thought that was a big freaking edition size, but
Jeez.
this is the variant we keep talking shit about. I mean, I'd be happy with either of them, but I think with the red and black aesthetic that they've been going for with the whole marketing for this movie, you have to go for the red. It doesn't make any sense.
See, if they would have done this with some other pops of color, maybe taken the Batman off, the text off, so it's just a virgin version. Maybe that's different enough and cool, but like, come on.
Yeah.
You're right. This one doesn't make much sense. And CC, you're correct with the coloring on the other one. It's almost like the Coca-Cola logo. You can look at something that's red and white and think Coca-Cola. So the way they marketed the movie, this just fits and becomes that much more aesthetically appealing.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
The only thing, though, that I'm starting to notice as we do more of these print shows is being a conventional art collector. Honestly, I don't want to use the word conventional because there really isn't anything conventional about it, but having collected sort of popular art and other types of art coming into this arena, some of the things that throw me off are like timed editions. Not that it doesn't happen in other places, but it's very rare for that to happen. So like I see it a lot more frequently, and definitely the variants, and that's also becoming like as we started the show, a couple people write in like, hey, you're really enjoying the show, really liking this, really liking that, and they'll start asking questions or just sharing feedback. And the thing that comes up often is the variants.
Yeah.
Why so many variants?
Right.
Yeah.
And I get it. It's to give a little bit of differential and variation to different styles and aesthetics of people, but also it's a bit of a cash grab.
Yeah.
Far From, I feel your pain, Brian. So a timed edition is basically it sounds like exactly what it is. So this released, I think it was like, oh gosh, I don't know if it was 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time or Mondo. They sometimes will drop them at random times, but basically as soon as it's available, they'll give you a deadline. So if it was like Thursday morning and they said you have until Thursday morning to midnight on Sunday to order it. So they basically were going to print as many as people ordered.
And after the time release is finished, that's when they usually come out with the edition size, right? Like
yes. And also that's one of the reasons why if you do order a timed art print, sometimes those can be like a timed release. Those can take a bit longer to ship to you because oftentimes they're not gonna start the printing process until they know how many they're going to print. Right. Because they're not gonna print 100 of them and then, oh shit, they only sold 50 of them. It doesn't work that way. So oftentimes they'll tell you on the website when you order or through your confirmation, it'll say like we've got an estimated 8 to 10 weeks or something like that. Because they're not going to start the process ahead of time. Like those Daniel Danger shadow boxes, the production photos you saw were them building, I think, the lavender and the green ones, because those were the limited ones of 125 or so. So they knew they're only making 125, so they already got started on those. Whereas the blue one, the regular one, was timed, so they'd even start the process because they didn't know how many they're going to actually end up making. So the good thing about timed releases is that it guarantees if you really want it and you don't like have your head up your ass and you just don't forget what day of the week it is, you're going to get it. You don't have to freak out. And like I knew I wanted to buy this, but I didn't order it till I think Sunday. Yeah. Because I'm like, it's a timed edition and I don't care if I get a high number or a low number. I just want it regardless. So there's not a lot of stress involved, but I think some people kind of prefer the exclusivity of a lot of prints and knowing that there's not many of them that were made. So that kind of grinds people's gears that timed releases tend to have higher numbers. But I appreciate it because it means more people have a chance to buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely think when you have a really cool print, the option for, but you're right. Basically, anybody can buy it as long as you know when it's going. But the problem is if you have something that's a 24-hour timed release, you have from 10 a.m. Tuesday to 10 a.m. Wednesday to purchase it. However many are made between a 24-hour period, let's say 3,000 get made, they're going to print up another 250 or maybe 150, whatever it may be, to offset the potential, loss, damage, etc. So you're adding so many more onto the edition size on top of that. So it's it's a tricky thing, but I do think if you're coming up with a really popular image and you're keeping it affordable, it is great to make sure everybody is able to acquire one without a headache.
Yeah. And so Far From said that he bought two Batman. Well, he didn't want to buy two Batman prints so close together. So this one released on Thursday, as did this one. So this one was through Bottleneck Gallery. So this was the regular. It was an edition of 300, and it's 18 by 24. What I thought was interesting is I thought he was going to simplify this a bit. I think it was the first first Hoth off the press I did. I showed a Darth Maul he did where it kind of had like a frame around him. It wasn't as detailed as this. And I wasn't sure if that's what they were going to go for. But no, he actually did this, I think it was last year. And they finally decided to actually make it and committed to a print. So this, like I said, was the regular edition. I really liked the Mondo one, and I knew it was timed. So I didn't want to jump on this until I knew.
Yeah.
I basically didn't want to buy the Mondo one until I knew what this one was. And then as soon as I saw this one, I decided to go for the Mondo one instead. But that being said, the variant is pretty bitchin'.
It is, yeah. See,
if I were to get one, I would have gotten this one.
This is where I was about to say if this thing would look better with text on it, and it does look better with text on. Although
it looks like a movie poster.
It does, and it kind of would have been cool maybe if they had kept in the yellow or something. You know what I mean? Like another pop of color would have been cool, but it does look pretty sick.
These CC, out of curiosity, I know you just transferred some info over just to correlate with the image where it says hand numbered. Are these not signed or?
I don't believe they're signed. No.
Okay, I was just curious.
I think Bottleneck, they tend to be hand numbered. If they're signed, they'll tell you. It'll specifically say, because typically they end up having to print them and then get them sent to the artist. So it delays things a bit. So they'll typically have a note.
I just didn't know it's such a short edition of only 150. Normally something like that would be signed, but I didn't know if it was just like the lack of info or.
Oh, cool! Far From Death Star got it. That's cool.
Yeah, I imagine that's nice. So the next one was like, so this dropped, and then they're like, oh, an hour from now we have a surprise release for the Batman. Stay tuned. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I already spent money today. Like, why are you doing this to me? Because I bought the Mondo one. And I think people were a little whelmed. So it came out and it stayed up for quite a while. I think it was up for at least 30 minutes or so before I got busy and had to do other things. So it's basically a screen print of the theatrical poster, which is interesting. If you want like a high quality version of the poster, it's 24 by 36, and they limited it to 350. It is a bitching image.
It's pretty, yeah. It's cool.
I think if you really love the poster, just get the poster.
Yeah, it's cool that it's a screen print, though.
Yeah,
I mean that's gonna look pretty. Yeah, it's gonna look nice.
If you're a bit snobbish for prints, then I can understand. This one I bought as well. I just thought it was interesting and cool. And cool. An artist I'd never heard of before. So Zoe Rose Lamenzo. So this is a homage to the old school Breakfast at Tiffany's poster that I included a little small image of. I thought this was really interesting, and it's 12 by 18. So I was like, yep, mine and cart.
Great size too to correlate with the Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I like that.
Yeah. Yep. I love the very vintage quality of this. This is one that artist people probably don't know about. He certainly advertises his work on a lot of the Mondo groups. I have a commission with him I'm still waiting on, but This was a limited number of 20, and I just thought it was really cool. So of
Yeah,
course
it's
I got
pretty
this
sick.
too. Can't go wrong with like a classic kind of brooding black and white portrait. So this next one, I think I'm getting. So this is
Oh, that's
by
cool.
Matt Ferguson, and it's I keep calling them handbills. So I think it's going to be 5 inches by 5 inches, same as like the Boba Fett one I have. He did a Luke one, he did a Vader one. I'm hoping the Vader one is in my bottleneck gallery tube when they eventually ship that. So he showed this off and then said that he was going to do a giveaway of it on his YouTube channel, his live stream with Vice Press. So on Vice Press, he has a show called Open Channel. I wasn't sure what my odds would be because I'm not very great at winning anything. But there was like 20 people watching, and he gave away 10 of them. So I managed to get one of them.
That's
I
awesome.
say I might get this because Matt himself is the one organizing the printing and sending. So it's not a very expensive operation, I imagine, getting this compared to like, Bottleneck. But I'm thrilled. Yeah.
So I haven't seen the movie yet. CC has. Jason, you've seen it?
Not yet. I think possibly Saturday.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. I not that I'm not going to see it. I will eventually see it.
Mhm.
I'm not. I don't know. I don't know if I don't know if I want to see a lot of movies in theaters anymore, to be honest.
Because you have a home theater, I will still always love going to the movies. I think it's like a ritual kind of thing.
Yeah, it's great to see something how it should be watched, but if you can watch something how it should be watched at home, then it's hard to want to go out to the theater. But that said, like there's still things like Dolby cinemas and IMAX theaters that you can't even get anywhere close to seeing the same quality level, right? So yeah, there's still that for sure, that experience, but yeah, I don't know.
I'm seeing it for a third time with my sister this week.
That's awesome. That's great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you liked it that much. That's cool.
Yeah. So this one was a tease by Phantom City Creative and Bottleneck.
Everybody's getting on board with this shit, isn't it?
Coming soon.
Oh my gosh.
So the only thing I'll say is the only thing I know about Phantom City Creative is that they've done a shit ton of Batman the Animated Series prints. So if you're ever looking for their prints and you search Batman, it's going to be a lot of Batman the Animated Series. They did a lot where it featured like they did posters or art prints specifically regarding like 4 specific episodes of the animated series, which was really interesting. And they tend to be on the smaller side, so like 18 by 24. So I know I'm a sizist, I'm a girthist, but I'm excited about the prospect of them releasing a Batman print that's on the smaller side.
Yeah.
So yeah, the hype is real. People are definitely. I appreciated the way that these came out, where it's not like these didn't release months before we actually saw the movie. It was kind of like a steady. Well, it seemed like it was a fast trickle as opposed to a slow trickle of prints, but they certainly waited for a few of the people to see it and the reviews to come in before they went ham. But that's all I got.
Killer. Well, thank you, Cece, for untubing, and we'll try to do some more of that kind of stuff when we can. Anything else, Cece?
Nope. I'm glad you guys at least got to see the set I forgot I got in, and the Krennic. That Krennic did. I heard you. That Krennic did ship stupid fucking fast. I think it shipped like 2 days after I ordered it.
Crazy fast.
And it's beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's on eBay already, and like the people have like the picture of the actual print, not like a stock photo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So surprised to see.
Hopefully we can do more of this stuff, and then Cece, I don't know what you have for us coming up in some shows ahead, but I know we're trying to keep it to pretty consistent. So we'll be having another show in a week, not next week, but the week after.
Yep. So because next week we'll have group therapy on Friday.
Yeah.
So we won't do a show. So I've got a few different options. So if I don't think of anything else, we might do depending on their availability, Steve and Chris's top 10 art prints.
Okay.
I'm also dragging my feet a little bit with Chris's because he showed me prints that are available that I want to buy before they show them in case they sell out because I'm selfish.
That makes sense.
But yeah, I hope everyone's liking the show so far. I know it's a little kind of like slapped together with like the untubing stuff, but I've been having a lot of fun so far. I'm shocked that we're on episode 4 already. I feel like we just started this. But so long as people keep liking my ramblings about art prints, I'll keep doing it.
It's a niche show, and that's fine. It's not a big deal.
And we don't have anything else planned for the rest of the week. Are we gonna have something maybe tomorrow night?
Chris mentioned he might do something. I couldn't be. There's no way I could do it, so I'm not sure what's going on. But yeah, I don't know if there's anything happening the rest of the week. If not, we'll jump on on the weekend or something and just hang out. But if we don't have anything coming up, we'll probably at least do something beginning of next week. So
okay, I might be intoxicated. I'll be on vacation.
Nice.
Oh, maybe I'll jump in a stream while I'm at Universal again or Disney.
Yeah, amazing.
Just like last time.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be gone a week. I don't think I'm going to drink water the entire time. So it'll be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks all.
Thanks,
Appreciate
everyone.
it.
Bye.
Bye.